Hi, I'm Lauren Shapiro Crane from Wittenberg University in Central Ohio, and I presented my research at the APS Commission. So my focus is cultural psychology, cross-cultural issues, especially American-Japan comparison is my interest, and this is sort of a starting point on the road to an ultimate cross-cultural comparison. Previously, I did work interviewing American Buddhists and American Christians, both Catholics and Protestants, about how they conceptualize the divine, what's sacred, the spiritual nature of humanity, and got some responses from them that was published in the Journal of Ethnographic and Qualitative Research. So now what I did was I took what we did with my collaborator, undergraduate student Christian Burrell. We took what the interviewees told us, and we created survey questions based on their responses, and then we gave those survey questions to a wider sample, one that was recruited randomly from lists of churches and Buddhist centers in our region, and another that was distributed online through religion-oriented forums. And what we found was that basically Christians, both Catholics and Protestants, are strongly endorsing an existential hierarchy with the divine at the top, human beings, and then animals, and other aspects of nature. Buddhists tend to reject that view and don't necessarily strongly endorse the idea of the world, human beings, and the divine being entwined, but they're open to that idea. Actually, 75% of our 75% of our Buddhists were raised Christian, as it turns out, in both of our samples. So ultimately, I'm hoping to see whether we can explain some of the differences in individualistic versus interdependent sense of self, way of being, by the idea of being drawn into a particular religious tradition. So hopefully down the road I'll be looking at Japanese Buddhists and Christians and see whether there's kind of a Japanification of Christianity in Japan and an Americanization of Buddhism in the United States. Get two main effects, one for religion and one for culture. So that's what I'm hoping to do with this.